senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good with report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen,
Yeah.
all the fresh sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, as we welcome you to Fletcher Field here at Woodland Park in Collinsville as we get you set for the opening season of high school baseball. I am Todd Duke, glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we welcome you in to the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show, brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. Give them a call to find out about those, 344-0404, or online at cullipjennings.com. Brand new season, brand new year after not playing baseball last year, as we feature your Collinsville Kahawks playing host to the Freeburg Midgets. And again, I am Todd Duke, and glad that you're with us on a beautiful Monday afternoon here in the Midwest. Sunshiny skies all day, few clouds moving in and out as we get this one started. Collinsville under their first year coach Brett Swip, looking to get this team off on a roll to start off with. Freeburg, they are directed by Drew Garricky. He is in his 10th year, and he comes in with an overall record of 194 wins and 109 losses. It is my pleasure to introduce to you 1974 CHS graduate, former Kahawk baseball standout, and 1982 St. Louis Cardinals World Series champion third baseman Ken Oberkfell on the other microphone. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great, Todd. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. So opening day, I'm guessing no matter where you are, no matter what level it is, whether it's high school, whether it's T-ball, whether it's college, or whether it's the pros, opening day is special, is it not?
Opening day is opening day, and it's always special when you get there, you know, especially at our big league level, go to spring training. We couldn't wait to get back to St. Louis to play baseball, and opening day was always give you a little jitters, but once that first ball's hit to you, it's all over then.
Then it's just baseball, right?
Exactly.
So you mentioned opening day for the St. Louis Cardinals. Not as big of a deal back when you were playing as it is now, do you think?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, to me, it's like a holiday around here, and everybody gets dressed up, and everybody goes downtown, and it's just one big party, and you got the Clydesdales, and you got all the Hall of Famers wearing the red jackets and everything of that sort. So it's a little bit more of a pomp and circumstance, if you will, now.
It's a lot different. I remember for our opening days, we'd just line up on the line. They'd call you out, and you'd go to the line and stand there and then play the national anthem, and then let's play baseball.
Do you remember how you did on opening days? Was opening day your kind of day, or did it take you a little while to get going?
That's been so long, Todd. I'm not sure.
Opening day special, you get that familiarity around it. You got the green grass and the smell of the ballpark and everything that goes along with it.
You do. Unfortunately for us, we played on the turf, so we never got to smell the green grass. We face planted in the turf once in a while.
Oh, well, that would hurt.
Yeah, it was. But opening day is always special.
It is. All right, last year, as we mentioned, no season due to COVID-19. So the last game for both of these teams, by the way, was May 23rd of 2019. That's 690 days ago. Collinsville and Freeburg both lost on that day. Collinsville lost to O'Fallon in the Granite City Regionals, while Freeburg lost to Waterloo in the Columbia Regionals 12-2. So these two teams looking to forget about that last loss, and a lot of those players are not here anymore. The seniors graduated that year. The seniors from last year, which would have been juniors then, would have graduated the year that you didn't get to play. So now you've got some teams out here that haven't had any guys on varsity for over a year. The only ones that would be out here right now are the ones that made the varsity team when they were sophomores. So when did you first make varsity at Collinsville?
I was a sophomore.
You were a sophomore?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any memories of opening day here at this field?
Well, actually, we opened up on the field at the high school up above.
Oh, okay.
It was just finished that year, and we opened up. We played games here, but most of the games we played here were American Legion games.
Okay.
But we did have some high school games.
All right. That is Ken Oberkfell, third baseman for your World Series champion 1982 St. Louis Cardinals. My name is Todd Duke. I don't have that kind of title behind my name, but we'll deal with it anyway. We're going to take a break here on the Cullip Jennings Flores pregame show. When we come back, we will dive a little bit deeper into both of these programs, and we'll do that after a timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Cullip Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. College Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, College Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. College Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at collegejennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. I'm Todd Duke alongside Ken Oberkfell as we get you ready for the season opener for both Collinsville and Freeburg. So we have a new coach. Coach Brett Swip came over from the head coaching duties of the Lady Kahok softball team. Jess Schmittling, by the way, is the new head coach. And the softball team playing this afternoon as well over at the softball complex against Columbia. We have that game for you on our Facebook page, just in case you logged on here thinking you were going to see softball. Coach Swip and his girls also lost their last game of the season last year. That was his fourth year. The previous 3 seasons, Swip went 47-54. Second year as the head coach of the girls softball team was Coach Swip's best. He went 23-14 in 2018. Takes over for Ryan Warnicki here on the baseball side of things. Ryan Warnicki was here for 2 years, but of course lost last year. So in his only season, he went 13-17. Let's take a look at Freeburg. Garricky. Drew Garricky took the midgets to state in 2014. They went 30-9 that year and took third place in 2A. They lost to Pleasant Plains in the state semifinal, and then they won the third place game against Westmont. And the program in Freeburg started in 1935, and the state championship under Fred Bloomberg happened in 1989. Bloomberg was the head coach at Freeburg for 25 years, 1986 to 2010. He had a record of 502 and 290-3. He had 3 games that ended in a tie. And then he had 3 trips to state. Second place in 2002. Ron Herron took his team to state in 1956 and also took second place. Collinsville, they started, we think, in 1941. Anyway, that's the first year that's listed, and that is a championship year, 15-4. Under L.W. Fletcher, they beat Peoria that year by a score of 10-8 to take that championship. They got another state championship in 1980 under Russ Keene when they went 33-4. They beat Edwardsville in the semifinal 12-7. Always nice when you beat the Edwardsville Tigers. And they beat Bartonville in the championship game 7-3. Keene guided the team back to state in 1983. The Kahawks took second. They lost in the championship game 2-0 to Waukegan. Since 1983, 4 times regional champions, 3 of those under Steve McFall. The other one was coupled with a sectional championship in 2008 under Pete Trapp. 22-12 his last season, and that was the last season with 20 wins. The history between these two teams, well, they've only played 5 times that we can find anyway, and the Kahawks have the dubious distinction of being down. 2 wins for Freeburg, 3 wins for Collinsville. These teams did not play between 2000 and 2006, and they did not play again between 2010 and 2015. When did they play last? Well, they played May the 1st of 2019. Freeburg won 7-2. Both teams scored 2 in the third, and then a 5-run 5th inning by Freeburg made the difference in that game. The last win by Collinsville was May of 2016. That was an 11-10 final. Collinsville was losing that game 10-4 heading into the bottom of the 5th, and then exploded for 7 runs in that 5th inning and won the game despite being out hit by Freeburg 15-12. Collinsville, by the way, also won 13-4 in 07. The losses came in 2017 and 2018. So now you know what I know, which is quite a lot here on the first day of the season. We will take our final break, and when we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups to you, and we'll do that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Collip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Collip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. call 344-0404, or online at callupjennings.com.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back to Fletcher Field here at Woodland Park in Collinsville. Just about ready to go, Collinsville and Freeburg. My name is Todd Duke, 1982 St. Louis Cardinals world champion. Ken Oberkfell with me as well. Here are your starting lineups. We will begin with Freeburg, as they will be the first ones to bat here. Ethan Smith will lead things off. He'll play second base, followed by the pitcher, Colin Brueggemann. At third base and batting third is Eli Horner, and then the other Eli is batting in the cleanup spot. His name is Eli Hill, and he plays shortstop. Batting in the 5-hole is Camden Casey. He plays first base. Then we have your outfielders. Cole Sandhendrike is playing left field. Jacob Blumenkamp is batting seventh and playing center field. Then you have the catcher Hayden Ott batting in the number 8 spot, and batting ninth is Cade Smith, the right fielder. For Collinsville, when they come up to bat, they will lead off things with Rolando Colon. He's playing left field. Josh Scrum is catching and batting second. Chris Tillman playing first base and hitting in the number 3 hole. Jackson Parrell is the cleanup hitter and playing shortstop. Parker Conley playing second base and batting fifth. In the 6th spot and playing third base is Nick Palmisano. The pitcher today, Riker Kane, he bats in the number 7 hole. And then rounding it out are the outfielders, Kyle Moore in center field batting 8th, and Nick Graff in right field batting 9th. On the mound right now is Riker Kane. And as I mentioned, a couple of these players have, they played as sophomores last time that the team took the field in 2018. Riker Kane is one of those. He pitched in 11 games, started 8 of those, went 1-4 in 2018. 35 and a third inning pitched. He gave up 38 runs, 23 of those earned. He had an earned run average of 4.56, and along the way he gave up 47 hits. 12 of those were doubles, 1 triple, and 1 home run. And Mr. Oberkfell, I understand that's one of the players on the Kahok team that you know.
One of the 2 that I do know.
One of the 2 that you do know.
And I remember Riker when he was a sophomore. I'd come down here and watch him a little bit. And when he's got command of his pitches, he's pretty tough.
Yes, I remember a couple of games I did in his sophomore season when he was pitching and did pretty good. All right, here is Ethan Smith. Ethan Smith leading off and playing second base. Bats from the right side. Kane looks in, and we are underway with a big swing and a miss by Ethan Smith. Riker Kane, by the way, in his sophomore year, had 33 strikeouts to 29 walks. And the lefty fires, swinging a foul ball straight back to the screen, and that's the way you want to start off things, 0-2.
That's true. You know, he's getting ahead of hitters, and that's what you got to do.
Ethan Smith checks back in. First batter of the game, and Kane throws his first pitch out of the strike zone. Colin Brueggemann on deck. He's the opposing pitcher, and then Eli Horner. If anyone gets on this inning, Eli Hill. Next pitch, and that one's
nasty.
Nice inside corner, and there wasn't anything Ethan Smith could do about that.
Just tip your hat and go back to the dugout. That was something.
That was. Outfield for Collinsville, Rolando Colon in right field, left field, Kyle Moore in center field, Nick Graff in right. And around the horn, Nick Palmisano at third, Jackson Perrell at short, Parker Conley at second, Chris Tillman is at first, and Riker Kane is pitching to Josh Scrum. Here is Colin Brueggemann. So he bats left-handed. If he throws left-handed, we're going to have a battle of lefties on the mound here today.
That's true. I'm not sure what he throws, but he hits left-handed. I can tell that one, Todd.
And he's a big kid, isn't he?
Yes, he's a very big kid.
Yeah.
Good pitcher's body.
Sky high, fly ball. Calling for it is third baseman Palmisano, and just on the line, past third base, he makes the catch. That was a sky-high fly ball that stayed up there for a while.
It was definitely up there for a while. But it finally came down in his glove.
It's always nice when that happens.
Yes.
Kind of get that milky sky looking going on, too. Might be hard to track that ball down when it gets that high. Here is Eli Horner. He's the third baseman. Bats from the right side. And Riker Kane trying to make quick work of the Freeburg Midgets here in the top of the first. Kane delivers the next, swinging another foul ball. This one straight over our heads. And it's 1-1. Top of the first, already 2 away. Eli Horner steps back in from the right side. And the next delivery from Kane on the way. That one stays a little high. Nice to see that the players out in the field do not have to wear masks like they have been in soccer. The first baseman has one around his chin because when there's a guy at first base, he has to hold on. I guess that's the rule.
Right. That's what I've never understood in the major leagues. The coaches and manager all wear masks, and none of the players wear masks.
Right.
It's kind of strange to me.
It is. This whole thing's been strange. You'll be glad when it's all over.
Yeah.
Swing and a little slow roller. That's a foul ball, the umpire says.
Hit him in the box.
Josh Scrum fires it down to first base, thinking I need to practice anyway. Yes, folks, we have another scrum on the team. It's it seems like every time we turn around, we have a scrum. The other two have since graduated. Noah and Jake. Is that it? Jacob? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. There's so many of them. Kane's ready with the next. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and 2 strikeouts in the inning. And Collinsville and Riker Kane get out of this. No body on. 1, 2, 3 we go. And we head to the home half of the first, which comes your way right after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. In Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Back here at Fletcher Field, Todd Duke and Ken Oberkfell along with you. Glad that you're with us for opening day between Collinsville and Freeburg. 1-2-3 inning, and Riker Kane did pretty well there. 2 strikeouts in the inning, eh?
Yeah, yes, he did. He threw the ball well. He got ahead of the count, got ahead of the hitters, and had the stuff to put them away.
Colin Brueggemann is out taking his warm-up pitches. And as I mentioned, not very many of the Freeburg Midgets played on the varsity team in 2018. Brueggemann was one of those. Didn't pitch, from what I can tell, because I didn't see any stats, but
I don't know, but he's got a pitcher's body.
he apparently bats left and throws right.
Yes, he does.
Yes. Yeah, he's a big kid out there, and standing on top of that mountain makes him look even bigger.
Yeah. Almost looks like he's a slinger. A little bit of a slinger throw.
Yeah. Here's the defensive setup for Freeburg. From left to right in the outfield, Cole Sandheinrich, Jacob Blomenkamp in center field, Caden Smith in right field. Eli Horner is at the hot corner, which rhymes with his last name. Eli Hill at shortstop, Ethan Smith at second base, Camden Casey at first base. Brueggemann is pitching to Hayden Ott, and Rolando Colon steps in, and he becomes the first batter for Collinsville here in this 2021 season, and he looks at one a little low and outside.
He looks like he can run, too.
Yes. Next one to the lefty, Cologne. That's down and low. Cologne got a few at-bats in the 2018 season, batted 167, 12 plate appearances, got 2 hits, both of them singles, and that was about it for the sophomore, now senior. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Better keep your head on a swivel down there if you're playing that Frisbee golf.
Yes, you do.
Bottom of the first, no score. First batter for Collinsville, Rolando Colon, the left fielder. Brueggemann looks into Ott, has his sign, brings it home, and a shot down the first base side, snagged over there by Camden Casey, and he'll race to the bag for a unassisted putout.
It was a nice play by that first baseman.
Sure was.
Knew he had time, didn't try to rush it, took it himself.
That'll bring up Josh Scrum, the Kahok catcher. Chris Tillman on deck if anyone can get on. Jackson Perrell will have a chance to bat this inning. Scrum, a junior this year, so he did not make the varsity team as a freshman, obviously, in 2018. So this is his first taste at varsity baseball. 0-1 the count. Brueggemann ready to deliver again in the dirt. That'll even things up at 1-1. 1 out, bottom of the first. No score between Collinsville and Freeburg. Brueggemann takes his time.
Yes, he does.
And he steps off. Him and the catcher having problems hooking up on the signal, maybe?
Possibly. Or maybe he's not confident on the pitch he wants to throw. So he regroups.
He's ready again and scoring around to bunt and then taking it back was Scrum, and he took a strike, so Scrum is in a 1-2 hole.
Always liked bunting, but I don't like it with 1 out.
Yeah, unless you're one of those speedy guys.
That
Yeah.
can really run.
Swinging a shot for the shortstop this time. Hill comes up with it, throws in the dirt, and a nice pick over there by Camden Casey.
Very nice pick.
So 2 outs, but 2 balls put in play by Collinsville. And that'll bring up Chris Tillman, the first baseman. Tillman saw 1 game when he was a sophomore as a pitcher.
Chris Tillman.
He never got to bat. He started 1 game. Didn't figure in the decision. He pitched 4 innings and gave up 1 run, an earned run it was, 3 hits, and that one of those hits was a double. So here is Tillman swinging a little floater and a nice scoop by the shortstop Hill, and some slick glove work out there by Freeburg in their half of the first inning as Collinsville goes down 1-2-3, but Freeburg had to work at it, that's for sure. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Freeburg will lead things off here in the top of the second. That'll come your way in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service. Whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224. Once again, welcome back to Fletcher Field here at Woodland Park. Todd Duke and Ken Oberkfell along with you for this home opener for Collinsville, season opener for, and both had a pretty good quick first inning. 1, 2, 3 on each side, but as I mentioned, Freeburg had to work for theirs.
Yes, they did. They had to work for it. I have a question, Todd. Just baseball, general, high school. Do they have a pitch count for pitchers?
I think some of them are.
Okay.
And I think the deeper they get into the season, then they relax it a little bit. But I would think at the beginning of the year they are on some kind of a count.
I would think. But I know when a pitcher's going real good and all of a sudden you're the manager, you don't want to take him out.
Right.
But you don't want to hurt their arms either.
Nope. Not this early in their careers, that's for sure.
Yep.
Number 2.
The cleanup man, Eli Hill, will lead things off here for Freeburg. He's the shortstop. Then we'll have Camden Casey and Cole Sandheinrich. And a swing and a chance for the shortstop for Collinsville. Peril has a long way to throw, and he's not going to make that throw. And we have our first base hit of the game. It belongs to Eli Hill on the first pitch of the second inning.
That was a pretty nice play from the hole right there.
Yeah, he had a long way to run to get it, and then that, of course, put more separation between him and Chris Tillman over there at first base.
Right.
Here is Camden Casey. Casey bats from the right side. Kane has to work from the stretch for the first time. He pitches, and a shot for the third baseman,
Nice.
Palmisano, second base for one, and nope, not going to get him at first base, and the ball gets away from the first baseman, Tillman. Not far enough for Casey to advance. So a 6'4 fielder's choice will put Casey at first base, and Hill becomes the first out. And if Tillman would have had that ball a little bit more on line and not in the dirt, I think the throw would have beat him. It just went under his glove.
Yeah, they did all they could do on that play.
So Casey now the new base runner, and here is a chance for the second baseman. Oh, off of the glove of Parker Conley and into the outfield. So Casey will go down to second, and Sandheinrich reaches on an error.
Looked like he got handcuffed there. Didn't know whether to backhand it or play it right in front of him.
Number 5, Jacob Lomenkamp.
Jacob Blokenkamp comes up to the plate with runners at first and second and one out. Blokenkamp, the center fielder. And the pitch by Kane down the third base line, but foul.
Pretty good swing.
I've got my new toy over here. I just purchased a baseball scoreboard, and this is the first time using it, so I'm a little tardy. Here's the next pitch. Swing, and another chance for the shortstop. Peril comes up with it, over to second for one, and that's the only one they're going to get. So Casey moves over to third, and this time Blomenkamp reaches on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Hayden Ott, the catcher. Ott will come in and bat from the right side. And runners on the corners. Pitch. Right down the middle.
That's what you got to do. Work ahead in the count.
Kane trying to get out of this with no damage done. And the next pitch, Ott, right into the glove of Chris Tillman. And that is the way that inning number 2 comes to a close. It was quite the eventful inning. We did have one base hit and an error and a couple of runners left on base. And we now head to the the bottom of the second inning, and we'll bring that your way in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
On a show, bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, weshipstlouis.com, or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Once again, welcome back to Fletcher Field, where we have reached the bottom of the second inning.
Number 18, Jackson Perrell.
And Jackson Perrell will lead things off for Collinsville. Perrell bats in from the right side. Perrell, big soccer star at Collinsville High School. And I believe he's missing a soccer game today because soccer season's about over, and he might beat this one out to throw over. And this time, Camden Casey couldn't handle the throw in the dirt, and that's going to be an error on the third baseman. So down to second base goes Jackson Perrell, and that'll bring up Parker Connolly.
Let's see if he can get the job done, get him over to third, and get him in.
Parker Connolly batted a little bit. He had 18 plate appearances in 2018. Couple of runs, 3 RBIs. And Parker will also stand in from the right side. Bottom of the second, nobody out. Runner at second for Collinsville. That is Jackson Perrell. Colin Brueggemann checks on him. He works from the stretch for the first time and brings it home. A little bit outside, but over the corner, called a strike. Brueggemann looks into Ott. Ott puts down the sign, then he checks on his runner Perrell at second base. Checks on him again and brings it home. That one floats in there. That was a nice pitch.
Hitter wasn't ready for that one. I don't think many hitters would be ready for that one.
No, when you're used to looking at those fast ones coming in and they take something off, those off-speed pitches, it's tough to catch up with them,
yes,
especially when you're looking fastball.
Right, and you always got to look fastball.
0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Parker Connolly. First strikeout of the game for Brueggemann. And Nick Palmisano, the third baseman, up to the plate.
So we try to
Palmisano.
get you something good to hit and hit it.
One out in the inning. Brueggemann checks on his runner. Pitches, swinging a shot right back to the screen.
That was a good swing.
A nice sized crowd on hand.
Huh.
Actually, it's kind of typical for a baseball game.
Nice day for it.
It is. It's supposed to be a beautiful week, and we got baseball pretty much all week. Football back on Friday.
Cool.
I know. Football in April. Kind of strange.
It is strange.
Brueggemann ready with the 0-1 pitch to Palmisano, and swinging a little foul ball back toward the on-deck circle, where Riker Kane is waiting for his at-bat. Palmisano steps back in from the right side. Jackson Perrell has his lead at second. He's being watched back there by Eli Hill. And now the pitch by Brueggemann, and that one was a
foul ball,
I think, tried to get away from it, but it hit off the bat.
Right.
And it was off of his hand, I hear them saying. And if that was the third strike, he should be out, but I don't think it was the third strike. It was 0-1, right?
Yes. I'd make it 0-2. They called him out?
No, I don't think so. Maybe he did. I think that's what they were discussing.
Yes.
It was the second strike then. So back-to-back strikeouts for Brueggemann, and that brings up Riker Kane. Jackson Perrell out at second base, stood out there with no outs. Now there's two. Brueggemann checks on him and brings it home. Swinging a foul ball. That one's going to be on the road.
On the road.
That hit the light. Came back in.
Their pitchers bats left, throws right. Riker bats right, throws left.
Yeah.
That's a rarity sometimes.
I'm a lefty all the way. When I play kickball, I kick with my right leg, but that's about it. Everything else I do left-handed. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Kickball doesn't count.
Sure.
Here we go. Another pitch to Riker Kane, and a throwback to Perrell. Try to get him. Covered there by Eli Hill.
Field looks in really nice shape.
Yeah, they've been working on it for the last month. They've done a pretty good job. Here's a pitch. Swinging a chance for the second baseman, Smith. He gobbles it up and throws over to Casey, and that is the way that the bottom of the second inning comes to a close. On a 4-3 put out, so one runner left on base, no hits. There was an error committed in the inning. We head now to the top of the third. And there is still no score between Collinsville and Freeburg, and we'll be back to tell you about the third inning in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Lemp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Back here at Fletcher Field in Collinsville, Cade Smith, the number 9 man, leads off in a screamer down the third baseline. And that's a base hit, and that might go for 2. Coming up with it quick was Cologne. What a throw that was back in there. And Cologne threw a strike to second base. And I tell you what, if Smith would have went, he would have been a dead duck.
Yes, that was perfect throw. Everything was good on that play.
So Smith
Back to the top of the lineup, number 12.
picks up his team's second base hit, and back to the top of the lineup in Ethan Smith. Smith struck out his first time up. That's how we started this game. And now Kane back in the stretch, and he'll throw over to first base, and back in safely is Smith. Kane brings it. Hits the inside corner.
He's got good location on his pitches.
Kane looks into scrum, has his sign, and throws over to first again, and back in with that hand first slide is Cade Smith.
I could never do that. I had to go feet first.
Yeah, I like the palm of my hands too much.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss to Smith, and Smith in another 0-2 hole. Went down swinging last time. Was in an 0-2 hole and fought it back to 2-2 before Kane struck him out. And the next delivery, swing and a miss. He struck him out again.
Good pitch. Got him to chase it.
Third strikeout of the game for Riker Kane. That'll bring up Colin Brueggemann, the opposing pitcher, who popped up to the third baseman, Palmisano, and he skied that one so high, it'd be like Mike Shannon saying, if it would have been in a silo, it would have been a home run.
Sounds like Mike.
Yeah, love me some Mike Shannon. His last year with the Cardinals this year.
Yes, I don't think he's traveling much either.
No, he hasn't traveled for the last couple of years. Cardinals are playing the Washington Nationals tonight. Blues game got canceled. There's a high ball, a throw down to second base, and they're going to have Smith dead to rights down there. Caught stealing on the play was Cade Smith. And that becomes out number 2. Not doing a very good job keeping up with my scoreboard, am I?
Yeah, you're fine.
And Brueggemann now stands in with no one on and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle, and it's a good thing that the runner was caught stealing, or that runner would probably be on third base by now.
Yep.
Brueggemann tattooed that ball. Third hit of the afternoon for Freeburg. And that will bring up Eli Horner, who was a strikeout victim his first time up.
Number 4, Eli Horner.
Riker Kane looks in and delivers. Stays a little high. Outfielders are playing Eli Horner to pull. There's a big old gap in right center field. 360-foot mark out there, and that one's fouled down the first baseline. 310 down the first baseline, 312 down the third baseline. And in the power alleys, 375 to left center field, 360 to right center field. That's a big difference of 15 feet. And then straightaway center field is not marked, but we're going to guess it's probably around 380, 385.
I'd say probably about right.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Horner. Here's the next pitch from Kane. Stays outside. 2-2. Kane looks at his runner. No, whoop, that one got away. And a throw down to first base, and sliding back in was Brueggemann. He must have just got that hand right between the shoes of Chris Tillman down there.
Had to. That was close.
First of all, what a nice job by Josh Scrum to come out there and get that ball that was slipped out of the hands of Kane, it looked like.
Yes, it did.
So a full count, and Kane delivers. Swinging a foul ball. That one is going to get out of play, just out of play. Count stays 3-2.
I still have a hard time getting over these aluminum bats.
Yeah, that sound too, huh?
We never used them, never had them back then. I'm giving my age away now.
Well, yeah, I think everybody pretty much knows how old you are by now there, Ken. I understand you do a little coaching. That's why you can't be here Wednesday. You coach some youth kids.
Right. 10-year-olds I've been working with, coaching them.
Nice.
A lot of the team went to rec. Or a lot of the team went to throw to first. A lot of the players went to the select team, so they didn't have a coach. For the other kids, they said, I'll do it. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Keeps you young, right?
I guess.
Whoa, strike on the outside corner called, and Eli Horner is down on strikes, and he becomes the 4th strikeout on the afternoon for Riker Kane. So we remain scoreless. There was a couple of hits in that inning and 1 runner left on base. We now head to the home half of the 3rd inning, and we'll tell you all about the home half of the 3rd inning after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a 1-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times Tribune. Back here at Fletcher Field, Todd Duke and St. Louis Cardinals World Series champion third baseman from the 1982 team, plus a 74 graduate of Collinsville High School and, of course, a Collinsville baseball standout here, Ken Obrickfell on the other microphone. We are underway in the top of the 3rd, and a swing and a miss by Kyle Moore. It'll be Kyle Moore, Nick Graff, and then back to the top of the order in Rolando Colon. No score. Bottom of the 3rd. Kyle Moore.
Looks like right now both pitchers are kind of settling in.
Yeah. Kane had a little rough outing there in the last half inning, but he got out of it.
Right.
A couple of strikeouts got him out of it as well. Kyle Moore awaits the next. It's outside. Kyle wears number 5 on his back in baseball and in basketball. Of course, he's a senior, so his basketball career at Collinsville High School is over. And his partner in crime at basketball, Nick Graff, waits in the on-deck circle. Brueggemann ready with the 1-2 delivery. Here it is. That's a nice pitch on the inside corner and caught looking.
Like a backup curveball.
Yeah, Kyle Moore becomes the 3rd strikeout for Brueggemann, as Kane already has 4. And here comes Nick Graff. Graff's first at bat of the year, and then back to the top of the lineup in Rolando Colon. Brueggemann brings the first pitch, swinging a little foul tip that stays in the glove from Ott. 1-0 Kahawk softball girls are up over at the softball complex, but I understand Chris Kettler lost the feed, so right now that game can't be seen on the Facebook page. Hope he'll get that figured out. As Graff swings at the next delivery, and now he is in an 0-2 hole.
At least he's choking up a little bit. I like that.
Next one from Brueggemann. Outside and high. Don't go chasing those.
Nope.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Nick Graff. Brueggemann's ready. And here's the next. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Moore and Graff. Moore caught looking. Graff swinging. And now each pitcher with 4 strikeouts in the game.
And back to the top of the order for the Kahawks, Rolando Colon.
I said I'm getting learning these players. I like this Cologne kid.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a good one. He's got some speed as well. Swing and a miss. If he can ever start connecting with the ball, I'm sure he can run like a rabbit.
Yes. He's just got to shorten his swing up a little bit. Don't get too big.
0-1 pitch from Brueggemann on the way to Cologne, who popped up to the first baseman Casey his first time up. Now we have time called. Cologne back in there. Brueggemann ready with the next. It's on the way. Swing and a miss. Looks like Brueggemann has found his groove.
Yes, it does.
He's about ready to strike out the side if we're not careful here.
Something I hated to do was strike out.
Oh, yeah. Golden sombrero.
I've
Something like that.
I've had a couple of those.
Well, if you play in the big leagues long enough, I'm sure at some point you do.
Yeah.
You know, that's, you are considered a great success if you fail 3 out of 10 times.
Right.
So, I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah, I wish it would have happened to someone else.
We all always do, sir. Ball was in the dirt, 2-2 the count now to Rolando Colon. Trying to get on and give Josh Scrum a chance to move a runner over or maybe make some magic happen. Here's the next swing and a high fly ball. That one's back and deep at the wall. It's caught by Cade Smith, and that's the way that the third inning comes to a close. Man, oh man, we almost had that there, didn't we?
We almost did. That was a good swing and kept carrying.
Yeah, well, no win, so I guess that's a good thing or a bad thing depending on your perspective of things. But we remain scoreless as we head now to the top of the fourth inning, and we'll tell you all about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville. Back here at Fletcher Field at Woodland Park in Collinsville, I'm Todd Duke. Ken Oberkfell along with you as well. Glad you're with us here on opening day. Nice, beautiful day outside for baseball, and there's a swing, and shortstop Jackson Perrell gobbles it up. One pitch and one out. Eli Hill, who got a base hit his last time up, does not get that opportunity this time.
That was a nice play, nice arm.
Jackson Perrell's got an arm. Let me tell you what, I've just got through watching him play soccer for the last month and a half, and when he's on the field, every time there's a throw-in, he's the one who handles it. I always wonder at the end of the day if his arms feel like spaghetti. Here is Camden Casey, who just tracked down that fly ball out in right field off of the bat of Cologne. A little bit of wind behind it would have been nice, huh?
Yeah, would have been real nice.
Swinging a high fly ball. This one sends Cologne back, but not nearly as far as the catch by the batter that just was put out, Camden Casey, and there's two quick outs here. I don't even have a chance to keep up with my scoreboard. That's how fast those outs were.
Them were pretty quick. Well, this is a situation where you almost want him to take a strike just to get some pitches.
Yeah. What's going on? Got some tape issues with the bat handle.
Looks like it.
Can't have any of that stuff hanging off there. That's Cole Sandheinrich, the left fielder. He reached on an error and then was forced out at second base his first time up. Umpire satisfied with the tape removal, and Kane's ready with the pitch. Strike called.
He's keeping everything out of the middle. That's what you got to do.
You get those low strikes called, might as well take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
That one's inside and low, but apparently just off the plate. 1-1.
Right after we bring it up.
I know. That's usually the way it goes, right?
Yep.
This one hits him.
I hit him.
First hit batter of this game. And San Heinrich becomes
Number
the first
5,
runner here in the
center
fourth.
fielder Jacob Blomenkamp.
Here is Blomenkamp, who reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Kane from the stretch, checks, kicks, and pitches. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Wow.
Hope that wasn't my car.
I hear you there. I think that was a sound effect they played. But you know, if you're here in this booth long enough, you have seen some windshields get hit.
Oh, I'm sure.
0-1 pitch from Riker Kane on the way. Stays up high. 1-1. Kane brings another one home. Swinging a shot up the middle, and a nice diving try there by Jackson Perrell, but I think that ball took a weird jump right at the last moment and went over his glove.
That's what it looked like from up here. I thought Riker might try to catch that ball, but I guess his follow-through didn't have him in position to catch it.
So runners at first and second, and 2 away. Well, we mentioned the first 2 outs came kind of quick,
Yeah.
and the next 2 are a little tougher to get. The
There
next
I go.
one.
All right, me opening my big mouth. Here we go.
Hayden Ott comes in. Ott lined out to Chris Tillman over at first base his last time up. Tillman playing off the bag now, almost out to the grass in right field.
Oh.
Swinging a high fly ball. That is going to send Kyle Moore back, but
Yeah.
Kyle is underneath it, and he has it for just a very long out. So the bottom of the third came with a very long out ending, and the top of the fourth does the same thing, this time for Freeburg. And we head now to the home half of the fourth inning, and there's still no score between Collinsville and Freeburg, and we'll tell you all about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves, like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Jessica Schmittling.
Yeah, she asked Madison if she wanted to help coach.
Bottom of the fourth inning is upon us, and we are still waiting for our first run scored in this game, and we're going to hope that it comes here in the bottom of the fourth inning as Collinsville will send up Josh Scrum, Chris Tillman, Jackson Perrell, the cleanup hitter, and if any one of those 3 can get on, Parker Conley will have a chance to bat. Rugeman back out onto the hill for his 4th inning of work. So far, each pitcher has 4 strikeouts. There has been no walks issued, but we did have a hit batter in the last inning, but that batter was stranded.
Number 15, catcher Josh Scrum.
And here is Josh Scrum, who grounded out to the shortstop Eli Hill his first time up. Hoping that the second time around, these guys can figure out Brueggemann here and get some runners on base. Here's the pitch. A little low.
Good eye right there. And that's been a strike most of the day.
Brueggemann ready with the next. Here it is. Swinging
That's
a
true.
little slicer, but good range over there by Ethan Smith, and that becomes an out.
That was a nice play. He went a long way for that ball. I didn't think he was going to get it at first.
And that ball was carrying away from him the whole time he was running toward it, too.
Yes, it was.
So that'll bring up Chris Tillman, the first baseman. He also grounded out to Eli Hill his first time up. Sister Ashley here. She's the scoreboard keeper. Bowler extraordinaire for Collinsville Lady Kahok Bowlers. She's up here taking care of the scoreboard. That's a swing and a little foul tap back to the screen. Brueggemann, the big righty, ready to deliver to the lefty Chris Tillman. Here it is in the dirt and outside.
Blocked that ball like Yachty.
Nobody blocks the ball like Yachty. But give him a little credit. That was a good block.
Yeah.
although there was no one on. You kept it in front of him. That's what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Brueggemann is ready with the 1-1. Here it is, outside. Jackson Perrell waiting on deck. Right now, it's Chris Tillman. And here comes the 2-1. That one's a strike that catches the outside corner, so we're even at 2-2.
That was a good take, though.
Yeah, because he just called a ball on almost the same spot.
Yes.
No, it wasn't. It was a little farther outside than that. Brueggemann shakes off a couple of signs from Ott, brings home the pitch, and the little off-speed pitch is pulled foul.
This guy looks like a big, strong kid up there. So he can get into one.
Yeah.
Put a dent on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he and Perrell are about the same size body-wise anyway, looking at both of them here. I think Tillman might have a couple of pounds on Perrell, but yeah, both strong kids. Get one in the zone and take it out.
Ooh.
Like that. That's going to be a high fly ball. Bat goes Blokenkamp and off the wall and into second base and rounding second. Coming to third base is Chris Tillman, and he's going to be there with a triple. That is how you pick up the first hit of the day for Collinsville.
That ball just kept drifting on him, drifting and drifting.
Just happened to hit it to the deepest part of the park.
That was, yes, that was a long way.
Sure was. So Jackson Perrell with an RBI opportunity here. Perrell reached on an error and was stranded at second in his only plate appearance. And this one's inside, almost hit him. Chris Tillman was getting ready to say stand-up triple, but Coach Swift made him slide. Swinging a foul ball straight back to the screen.
First time I saw that, the infielders all running in when the pitch was coming. They were playing back, and then they were running in.
Trying to get that play at the plate if they can.
Yes. Usually you just bring the infield in and do it. But
and the 1-1 pitch on the way to Perrell. Swing and a miss. Brueggemann took a little off of that one, and Perrell was looking fastball.
Yes, he was.
So Perrell in a 1-2 hole. Runner at third. And one out. Here's the pitch. It's low. Good eye. Oh, did he call that a strike?
He sure
Whoa. Did. Wow. I heard a couple of people say wow.
I was saying wow, but
I'm sure Jackson Perrell was saying wow. 5 strikeouts now for Brueggemann, excuse me.
22.
So now it's up to Parker Conley.
Baseman Parker Conley.
thing is, he's been calling that pitch all night down there, but that one looked a little low.
Here's the first, and this one's inside to Parker Conley, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. That was when Brueggemann led off with back-to-back strikeouts in that second inning.
That's right.
2 outs here in this inning. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Runner at third base, no score. Collinsville is trying to change that here. Here's the pitch to Conley. Swing and a miss.
A little bit of an overswing right there.
Yeah, he was trying to hit a grand slam with a runner on third, wasn't he?
It was an aggressive swing, no doubt about that.
Jacob Blomenkamp, who had that ball go over his head in center field, he plays shallow in center field.
Yes, he does.
Swinging a foul ball, way to stay alive.
Good swing.
Nick Palmisano waits on deck, hoping to get him up there, but it's going to take something from Parker Connolly here. And Connolly is in a 1-2 hole. Brueggemann shakes off one, shakes off another. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball. Has to come in is Sandrinheidt, and he comes in and makes a diving catch out in left field, and that ends the inning. And boy, oh boy, that took a big effort from Sandheinrich out there in left field to pull that one down. And boy, oh boy, that's an inning killer right there, isn't it?
That's definitely an inning killer, but that was a great play by that left fielder.
Sure was. We are heading now to the top half of the fifth inning, and we are still scoreless, folks, believe it or not. We're going to tell you all about the fifth inning when we come back from this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Cade Smith will lead things off here in the top of the fifth inning as we welcome you back to Fletcher Field, and swinging a chance for the third baseman. Nick Palmisano up with it and over to Chris Tillman at first. One pitch, one out.
That was a nice play. That ball came up on him right before he caught it. That was stayed with it nicely and perfect throw. One pitch, one out. You got to like that.
Cade Smith now 1 for 2. He singled his first time up and then was caught stealing second base. Back to the top of the order we go, and Ethan Smith, and young Mr. Smith has struck out twice in this game against Kane, and he tries to bunt his way on this time. And back to the screen it goes. That's how you get out of a slump, right? You bunt.
Trying something different.
Yep.
Sometimes you got into slumps and you said, I'll never get out of this slump.
Ask Matt Carpenter.
Yeah.
Telling you what, that's a little tough to watch sometimes.
Yes, it is.
Here's Kane's next. That's right down the middle, strike two. What would you tell Mr. Carpenter to help him try to get out of his slump?
Hit the ball to left field and quit trying to hit it past the shift.
What do you think about the shift?
It's good for some hitters, but I think they're exaggerating it.
Yeah. A little bit of overuse.
I wish they would have played the shift on me when I played.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Ethan Smith. Riker Kane trying to strike out the second baseman for the second time in a row, but instead Smith gets under one and skies it out to center field, and a running catch by Kyle Moore is the second out of the inning.
He just looked like he was gliding for that ball. I bet he can run pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Playing center field. Yeah, he can.
Yep, he's got some speed. Showed that on the basketball court. He was the Kahawks' big three-point shooter. When they needed a three-pointer, they'd bring him in.
Yeah, I still wish that COVID would have stayed away, because that 2020 team was pretty good.
Man, I'm telling you what, we still have discussions about that sometime, and every time we do, it just makes you angry.
Uh-huh. It really does. They legitimately were on a roll, playing well.
Number 23, pitcher, Colin Brigham.
Well, that's the way it goes.
It is. Colin Brigham, the pitcher. He has singled and popped up. First inning pop up to the third baseman, Palmisano. And he's up there with no one on and 2 outs, and swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Top of the fifth, getting kind of late here. Scheduled for 7 innings. That's all we play in high school ball, in case you're joining us on the high school side for the first time. That one stays high, but I don't know, man. That was right across the chest.
That's a big guy, so you get that high strike.
1-1 to count. Kane brings it home. Swing and a miss. A little foul tip, stays in the glove of Joshua Scrum. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, 2 outs. Kane trying to get out of this inning, 1-2-3. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Yeah. Swinging a foul ball back over our heads. And we'll do it all over again. Here is the 1-2. Swinging a shot right back to where it came from, right through Riker's legs, and then Peril tried to get another diving catch, but again, it hit something out there and took a high hop.
Definitely took a high hop. So you get 2 out, get the next guy out.
Brueggemann with back-to-back hits now. That's the 5th hit of the afternoon for Freeburg, and Brueggemann will be ran for. They'll bring in Carter Rapp
But he still gets to stay in the game.
Yes, he does. Courtesy runner, they call it.
I got you.
They will do that for pitchers and for catchers.
I see.
So courtesy runner Rapp is on at first base. And it's up to Eli Horner. Horner, strikeout victim both times he's been up to the plate. Got strikeout swinging in the first and got caught looking in the third.
Baseman Eli Horner.
Kane from the stretch again. Checks on the runner at first, brings it home, and that's a little low and inside. Tell you what, Rapp down there at first base, the courtesy runner, he's a small dude. I bet he's quick. Check on him.
He looks like he can run.
Two outs, and here's the pitch. That one gets away, and Scrum slides as he got the ball in his hand, and while he was sliding, there was no way for him to catch his feet and get up and throw, so a stolen base for Rapp.
It was good base running. He didn't hesitate. He took off and read the ball in the dirt, so now Riker's got to make a pitch here.
Sure does. From the stretch, here is that pitch. Inside.
Wow.
I think we're missing that inside corner now. 3-0. Riker Kane, now a timeout called by the batter, Horner. No walks yet in this game. Kane trying to avoid that here. Here's the next pitch. That one's a strike.
Looked like he took something off of that one. He said, "Get me over strike," and got it.
Next pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly ball. On the move is Kyle Moore in center field. He backs up and he camps underneath it, and he has it for the final out here in this fifth inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning, and we are still scoreless, believe it or not. That's going to change soon. We're going to work on that when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
We move along to the bottom of the fifth inning as we welcome you back to Woodland Park here at L.W. Fletcher Field. I believe that's what it's called. I know it's Fletcher Field. I don't know about the first part of that, though. Todd Duke is my name. Man on the other microphone is Ken Obertfeld, 1974 graduate of Collinsville High School. Played baseball for 3 seasons for the varsity team, and then he went on to play pro ball for your St. Louis Cardinals and the 1982 World Series champion St. Louis Cardinals. Man, I tell you what, that was a great infield, man. Oberkfell, Smith, Herr, and Hernandez. What a great infield.
We were pretty good. We took a lot of pride in our defense anyway, but we had a pretty good infield.
Nick Palmisano will lead things off here, and swinging on the first pitch, he'll test out the shortstop. That's Hill. He throws over, and that gets away, and it's going to go all the way to the fence. And on his way to second base is going to be Palmisano, and a leadoff single stretched into a 2-bagger after the throwing error. And Collinsville with a chance to get a runner home.
This is where you got to execute.
That becomes the second error of the game for Freeburg, and yeah, this is where you have to execute. It's going to be up to Riker Kane right now, trying to help himself out here. Kane Grounded out to the second baseman, Smith, his first time up. He has a runner down at second. Palmisano has his lead. Brueggemann checks him, brings it, bunt down the first baseline, but that's foul. And we will do it all over again. Reset.
It was a good idea right there.
Sure was.
Get that down in fair territory, move the runner, did your job.
So Kane, bat back in hand, ready to go once again. Palmisano leads from second base. Only the Kahawks' second hit of the day. And a throw back to second base, and he's safe. Just getting that hand in there was Palmisano.
That was closer than it should have been.
The reason I gave him a hit is because I don't think Ethan Hill would have gotten him out even with a good throw.
I think he beat the throw.
Yeah, and then it was in the dirt. So,
right. Yeah, we'll give him a hit.
I'm generous. The 0-1 pitch. Here it is. And squaring around to bunt again, but not pulling the bat back in time to take that pitch outside was Riker Kane. So he is now in an 0-2 hole.
Just hit a little ground ball to second base and be perfect.
Just trying to move the runner over. That's what he's charged with right now.
Right.
Next pitch to Kane. Swing and a chance for the shortstop. That's a pick over there by the shortstop. Long throw to first base after he thought about for a second going over to third. But Palmisano stands over at third. Riker Kane did his job on a 6-3 putout, and that's one out in the inning.
Yes, he did do his good job right there. Hitting good job base running, too. He read that ball right away and took off. So I don't know if they would have got him at third if they even threw it to third.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one because you have got to apply the tag.
Right.
So it's up to Kyle Moore and Nick Graff to try to score Palmisano from third.
Squeeze.
There's a run, or they're going to try to squeeze, and that ball was outside, and they've got the runner hung up, but he's going to be safe. Yes, he was. And now Kyle Moore and Coach Swip having to talk about that. Coach Swip not very happy about the missed bunt opportunity, and Kyle Moore's like, but it was way outside, Coach.
It's a squeeze. You got to throw your bat at it if you have to.
Yeah, because at least if it's foul, you get to start all over again.
Because that was suicide squeeze there.
Yep. Well, now he's trying to convince the umpire that Moore pulled back the bat and it was not a strike. Now the home plate umpire will go out and talk with the fielding umpire. And they'll discuss it.
All right, we got that under control.
Yeah, well, they won't tell us what their decision was. All right.
I don't think they changed it.
I don't think so either. So Kyle Moore up there with a 1-0 count. And I bet they're not going to do that suicide squeeze again. Or will they? Here's the pitch. And this one's a floater that sweeps in there from right to left over the plate. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike the count.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I think I might let this guy hit.
Moore was a strikeout victim his first time up, got caught looking. His second plate appearance, he's got a chance for an RBI. And there's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Nice stop back there by Hayden Ott.
Told you he's like Yachty.
Yeah. Moore ready to go. Palmisano at third base. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, no score. We're trying to change that. There's a little slap. And out of play, that ball goes off of the top of the Freeburg dugout.
A lot of memories on balls hit down that way when I played.
Mm-hmm.
I knocked my mom off her chair with a line drive. She was sitting down there and hit her, knocked her off her chair.
Whoops, sorry, Mom. Here's the 2-2. That's in the dirt. Another nice stop back there by Ott.
Yeah, I said, sorry, Mom. My dad said, good swing.
Oh, that's funny. Full count now to Kyle Moore, the Kahawk center fielder, with a runner 90 feet away from scoring. trying to break this 0-0 deadlock. Brueggemann from the stretch, checks on him, brings it home. Outside, he walked him, runners on the corners.
All right.
First walk of the game, and that is issued by Brueggemann. Nick Graff, the number 9 man in the Kahok lineup, will have a chance to knock in a run. Graff struck out swinging his first time up right after Moore struck out looking. That was in the third. So Graff digs in from the right side, but not before we are going to have a timeout called, as Brueggemann is going to be visited by Drew Garricky. And they didn't appear to have anyone warming up down there on the first base side of things, so I would imagine this is just kind of this is what we want to do, this is how we want to do it kind of mound meeting.
Absolutely. Get all their ducks in a row and execute and see what happens.
Not much of a wind here this afternoon, in case we failed to mention that earlier, so there's no wind-aided ball, whether you're talking about in or out. Because I tell you, if there was a wind behind us today, we've had a couple of hard-hit fly balls that probably would have got out. American flag down the first base side, just barely moving. We have the day off tomorrow. Matter of fact, tomorrow's our only day off. We don't have a game tomorrow. The girls' soccer team, by the way, opens up their season tomorrow, but they're on the road at Edwardsville. We're back here Wednesday and Thursday for some more baseball before we head back to Kahok Stadium for a little Friday night football. Collinsville taking on Muscuda in the semifinals of the Mississippi Valley Bowl Series. Right now it's baseball. Nick Graff up there trying to knock in Palmisano from third base. Runners on the corners. And here's the pitch and a shot down the first base line.
They got action in the bullpen, but I can't tell his number.
Only one out here. Yeah, it's too far away for me to see unless he turns around. Brueggemann, the big, tall righty, working in the fifth inning. Walked his first batter, and that's Kyle Moore down at first base. Giving up his second hit, and that's Palmisano down at third base. Only one out, and the next pitch to Nick Graff. It's in there for a strike, and Kyle Moore goes down to second, uncontested steal. With a runner at third base, Ott didn't dare.
Nope. This is where you're relying on your pitcher to get this out.
Takes the force play away as well.
Yes, it does.
And
brings the infield in, too.
Nick Graff in an 0-2 hole. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball out of play. I have had enough overtime soccer games the last few weeks to last me a lifetime. Can we please not go to extra innings? Graff, he can help my cause out there. 0-2 still the count against the Kahok right fielder as Brueggemann looks in from the stretch. Has his sign from Ott. Checks on his runners and pitches. Swing and a miss. Graff down on strikes for the second time tonight.
I'll tell you what, their center fielder plays shallow for me.
He does.
He's run them down, so.
Except for the one that went over his head.
Went over his head, yep.
All right, back to the top of the order, and Rolando Colon,
left fielder Rolando
who
Colon.
last time up flew out deep to center field and Blomenkamp just put one where they aren't. Here's the pitch. Colon looks at one right down the middle.
All right, now we know he's got a fastball he can throw down the middle.
Now you just have to figure out something to do with it.
You still got to look fastball, but got to be able to adjust.
Brueggemann ready with the 0-1 pitch. Runners have their leads. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And now all of a sudden, Colon in a 0-2 hole. Graff strikeout was the 6th on the afternoon for Brueggemann. Shakes off Ott. Shakes him off again. Shakes him off a third time. How many pitches does this kid have?
I was sitting there going, step off.
Yeah, well.
Stand there too long, you're going to get a balk.
Rolando Colon decided to step out first. He was tired of waiting.
Right.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and getting out of it was Bergman, and he did so with back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. So
that was a nice changeup.
Sure was. Nothing doing after the leadoff hit, and another couple of runners left on base this inning for Collinsville. We head to the top of the 6th, and we still have no score here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Once again, welcome back to Fletcher Field here on the park grounds at Woodland Park here in Collinsville. My name is Todd Duke, and Ken Oberkfell, 1982 St. Louis Cardinals World Series champion third baseman, joining us on the other microphone as Riker Kane goes back out onto the hill for another inning of work here for Collinsville. And we've had a couple of opportunities for teams to score, but no one has yet. We remain scoreless at 0-0.
Entering the game for the Kahawks in the number 4 spot is Logan Fairfield. He'll be out in left field.
Logan Fairfield.
Rolando Colon moves into shortstop from left field.
And Cologne moves into shortstop.
Batting for Freeburg is Ethan Hill.
So Cologne at short and Fairfield out in
left
field. First batter here is Eli Hill, the shortstop for Freeburg.
Ooh.
I don't know where that one was.
Must have been high.
Hill singled and then was forced out at second base and then grounded out to the shortstop, Jackson Perrell. Now he's going to test Kyle Moore. Moore on the run, and that ball is over the fence. And that breaks our tie on an Eli Hill home run to straight away center field. Wow.
That ball was crushed.
You are not kidding.
It just kept going and going. And
wow. Well, now the Kahawks, after having a chance to take their first lead, trail. Here is Camden Casey, the first baseman. Casey has reached on a fielder's choice and flew out, swing and a miss at a ball that Riker Kane took a little off of. Eli Hill squarely hit that one on the buttons, man.
He sure did.
There's the pitch and a little roller back to the screen. 0-2. All you have to do is see it and hit it, the coach says. Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Much easier said than done. I played baseball when I was younger. I played for I was in the Caseyville Corey League for a number of years.
There you go.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Camden Casey. 1 out in the inning, but a run already home here, and Freeburg leads 1-0.
Number 6, Cole Sandheimer.
Here is Cole Sandheinrich. He has reached on an error and then was hit by a pitch. When he reached on the error, he was forced off a second, and when he was hit by a pitch, he was stranded at second. First pitch strike delivered by Kane.
That was a generous strike.
Next one from the lefty.
Ooh,
that one's
pitch.
A nice pitch.
Very nice breaking ball.
0-2 the count to Sandheinrich. And a little slow roller out to the mound. Kane is up with it, and he throws over to Tillman for out number 2. Yeah, I played for a number of years with the Caseyville Corey League. My dad was a manager. He was the league treasurer for a while. And then everybody else kept on growing, and I just didn't. And I got to the point where I couldn't catch up with a fastball anymore, so I had to give it up.
Yeah, that'll usually happen.
Here is Jacob Blomenkamp. Swing and a miss. Blomenkamp also reached on a fielder's choice. Been on twice today. And a base hit back in the fourth, but he was stranded both times. Kane ready with another delivery. This one's a little high, but.
Yeah, I played my Corey League ball in Collinsville. Maryville didn't have teams.
Caseyville sure did. We had all those fields behind St. Stephen's Church down there, and I lived on Parkdale Drive. I could go walk out my back door, jump the fence, and walk across the cornfield to play baseball. That was what you did back in those days. You walked through a cornfield to play baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count, 2 outs in the inning. And there was one in the dirt, 2-2 the count. My brothers played as well. I had a brother the same age as me, and then one younger.
Right.
And all those thick wool uniforms back in those days. Woo, those things were hot. There's a swing and a high fly ball. This is in foul territory, but it's going to be playable if anyone can get there, and both Tillman and Graff could not get there. So we'll do it all over again. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 6th. We're late in this game, and unfortunately, the Kahawks trail 1-0 after a leadoff home run here in the 6th inning by Eli Hill. And Blomenkamp steps back in, and a hot shot down third base. And Palmisano is up and throws, and he took him off the bag, and safe again, as Tillman had to reach for that ball, and he had to reach so far that his back foot came off of that bag, and safe at first base was Blomenkamp.
He did all he could do at first.
So he got to charge Palmisano with a throwing error. And that will bring up Hayden Ott. Ott has lined out and flied out here in this game. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Stays high. Kane from the stretch checks and pitches, and that one's inside. 2-0. Well, he acted like the home run didn't bother him because he came back in and got Casey and the next batter pretty quickly. And there's a shot. That one's going to be caught by the new left fielder, Fairfield, out there, and that is the way that the inning comes to a close. But in the inning, a leadoff home run by Eli Hill has put Freeburg on the board, and that is where we stand heading into the bottom of the 6th inning, and we'll tell you all about the bottom of the 6th inning in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
New pitcher comes in for the Freeburg Midgets, and that is Will Fairking is a senior, and no indication that he made the varsity team as a sophomore back in 2019 when they last played, because they do not have any stats for that young man. So a new pitcher for Collinsville to face, and they will do so.
There's a new pitcher for Freeburg. Will Fairking's out on the mound, and coming up to bat, number 15, Jacob Scrum.
Jacob Scrum. And the first pitch from Fairking is
Josh Scrum.
Yeah, we got the Scrums moving. They all begin with a J, so that's easy to do. Here's Josh Scrum. Takes one up high. And for Scrum, he is grounded out twice. Once to the shortstop, once to the second baseman. Kahok's trail by one. Getting kind of late now. Bottom of the sixth. Scheduled for 7. And the next delivery to Scrum. A high fly ball on the infield, and heading into the outfield grass is Eli Hill. And just makes the catch about 3 steps back into the outfield grass on the left side. So 1 away. That'll bring up Chris Stillman.
The left fielder come in pretty quick to that ball. I'm thinking, get away from him. That's an infielder's ball.
Yeah.
Take what you can get, but sometimes let it go.
Number 8.
Chris Tillman
For the Kahawks.
is 0 for 1. Grounded out and walked. The righty. Fairking pitches and into the dirt. 690 days since either of these two teams have taken the field for their varsity schools.
Wow.
Here's the next delivery, and that's a smoker down, and the first baseman, Casey, comes up with it, and he'll take it himself. Actually, that's the old pitcher.
Oh, that is the old pitcher, isn't it?
Rugerman.
Nice big target to throw to, thrown across the diamond.
You're not kidding there.
Number 7, Logan Fairfield.
So 3 unassisted, and Fairfield, who came into the game and made the last catch there to end the top half of this inning, is up to bat. And looks at 1 low. Quickly 2 away here. Parker Connolly on deck in case Fairfield can extend the inning. Swinging a chance for the second baseman, Smith. He gobbles it up and throws out, and that was a quick 1, 2, 3 innings. So nothing doing for Collinsville in their half of the 6th inning. We will head to the 7th inning, and we'll have to hold Freeburg right here with this 1 run, and then hope we can come back and take care of things. We'll check on that right after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. Back here at Fletcher Field on the campus of no, it's a park, Todd. It's a park. It's Woodland Park. I'm just so used to saying on the campus of Collinsville High School that I just kind of
just comes out,
rolled with it. Brennan Jones becomes the new pitcher for Collinsville. He'll take the place of Riker Kane. And Jones will have to deal with the bottom of the lineup with Cade Smith leading things off. Then back to the top with Ethan Smith and then Colin Brueggemann. So, have to hold him here and then hope we can come back in the last inning, bottom of the 7th, and pull out a victory.
So we need to walk them off.
Kate Smith has singled and was caught stealing back in the 3rd and then grounded out to Peril back in the 5th. Excuse me. So Jones is ready to pitch, the righty. Brings his first one in there, and it's a strike on the outside corner. Smith, and Brueggemann due up in this inning. Sounds like a law firm.
Yes, it does.
Ooh, that was close. 1-1.
Both starting pitchers pitched well today.
They did. Swinging a base hit on a one-hopper out to Fairfield and left. And that 7th hit on the afternoon for Freeburg. Collinsville has had a hard time finding the hit category here today. They only have 2.
I knew it was 2 or 3. Saving them for the 7th.
Throw over and back in safely is the runner Smith. Now Ethan Smith, the leadoff man, steps in from the left side. He has struck out twice and flew out in his last at bat to center fielder Kyle Moore, and he bunts this one foul. And I believe that Ethan Smith is a switch hitter because wasn't he batting from the right side against Kane?
I thought he was.
Yeah. So Ethan Smith, a switch hitter, batting from the left side this time.
Oh.
Throw, they got their runner picked off, and the throw down to second base.
Running back.
And then back over to first base, and the runner is out after the tag was applied there by Chris Tillman. So that went, what, 3-6-3?
3.
I think so.
Seemed like it was more. Once I got picked off, I'm done. Run back and forth, just tag me.
So no one on now for Ethan Smith. And he looks at an 0-1 pitch coming from Brennan Jones, and that one stays high, and that'll even things out at 1-1. Next delivery on the way. High.
High and outside.
Jones ready with another. Swinging a high foul ball out of play back into the parking lot. My car's parked far away as far as it can get anyway.
Mine's
But
right in the middle of it.
It won't get hit from a fly ball, but it'll bounce. That's for sure in that parking lot. Swing and a miss. And he dropped the ball, did scrum, but he tags the runner out before he has a chance to get a couple of steps out of the box, and there are 2 away. That will bring up Colin Brueggemann, starting pitcher for Freeburg, now playing first base. And on the afternoon, Brueggemann is 2 of 3, has a back-to-back base hits in the 3rd and the 5th inning. He started off the game by popping up to Palmansano over at third base. So 2 outs, first pitch from Jones to Brueggemann, outside. Next delivery on the way. Inside. 1 inside, 1 outside.
This one will be right down the middle.
Let's see if you're right. Well, it wasn't right down the middle, but it was enough down the middle to be called a strike.
That was a good piece of hitting taking that pitch. He wasn't going to do a whole lot with it.
No. 2-1. Here's the pitch. This one's way outside.
Had no choice to take that one.
Yeah, it looks to me like Jones really doesn't want any part of him. He's a big kid up there, man. Brueggemann's tall.
He is that.
Pitch outside and low, and back to the screen it goes, and Brueggemann will take his place at first base. That's the first walk issued by Kahok pitching this afternoon. Kane did hit a batter while he was in there.
That's right. There hasn't been any base on balls.
And now
Eli Horner.
coming up to the plate is Eli Horner. Horner is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And Drew Garricky talking to the umpire. Not sure about what. Oh, they're going to have a courtesy runner again, even though Brueggemann is not pitching any longer.
Right. But he was. So, man, they didn't have courtesy runners for me.
No, they didn't have that stuff back then, huh?
They should have.
Carter Rapp, once again, will take Brueggemann's spot at first base to do the running.
How'd your game go? I got the pinch run twice.
Sometimes you were happy about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Jones with a runner at first throws, and Rapp is back in safely. Now Jones is ready again. Peers over his shoulder, brings it home, and it's in the dirt again. Jones is having a hard time finding the strike zone here all of a sudden.
Right now he is.
This coming off of a strikeout, too. Another throw to first, and Rapp is back in safely. Rapp has another lead. 2 outs in the inning, and here's the pitch. Swinging a shot down the third baseline, but that's foul, and Garricky, the head coach for Freeburg, had to jump out of the way. Helensville needs to get out of this inning. They trail 1-0. Then they'll have to find a way to claw back in the bottom of the 7th. Jones from the stretch. Checks and now throws. And Rapp is back in there safely again. Jones is ready again. Here's the pitch. Outside, runner goes. Here's the throw. And off of the glove of the second baseman, Parker Connolly. But Rapp doesn't go any farther than that. And that's the second stolen base by Rapp here this afternoon as a courtesy runner.
Pitch ran twice, 2 stolen bases. It's a pretty good day.
Not bad. If all you're going to do is be a courtesy runner, sure. Did you get to play today, son? Yeah, I got to courtesy run twice. What'd you do? Stole 2 bases. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Horner. Jones checking on his runner at second now and brings it home. And that one, nice strike, fooled him. And that one buckled the knees of Eli Horner, and he goes down looking, and that does in the inning. Another stranded runner for Freeburg, but other than that, no runs across here as Collinsville is down to their final 3 outs as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning with Freeburg leading by a score of 1-0, and we're back with the bottom of the 7th in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back here at Fletcher Field at Woodland Park. Well, we're do or die now here for Collinsville as they are faced with their final 3 outs, and they will send up Parker Conley, Nick Palmisano, and Riker Kane will also be in there as well. I believe he'll still bat.
I would think he would. He's going to get that first guy on.
Got to. Here's Conley. He struck out and fly out today, so he's 0 for 2. And the pitch is just on the outside corner, and quickly It is 0-2. Furker back out on the mound. Furking, excuse me. This one's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Parker Conley. Needs some base runners to have a chance, but got to have at least one. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and tomahawk chopping at that one was Conley. He was trying to pound that one into the ground and make the infield work.
He was definitely tomahawk swing.
So, K-Hawks down to their final 2 outs. Here is Nick Palmisano. He has struck out, and he has singled. Singled and then went to second on a throwing error by the shortstop. As he faces Furking, and that one's outside. Ball 1, and Riker Kane is indeed on deck.
This guy needs to hit one into right center or left center. Let it roll to the fence.
Run for days. Pitch low.
And if we need a designated runner, Freeburg has one for us.
We already know he can steal bases. The 1-0 pitch to Palmisano. Swinging a chance for the shortstop. Takes a weird bounce and off of the leg of Eli Hill, and there's your base runner.
There it is. Make it work.
Second error on Eli Hill while Palmisano is going batting.
Uh-oh, runner.
Courtesy runner coming on for Collinsville. And that is Malachi Oliver.
Number 54, Malachi Oliver, pinch running for Nick Palmisano.
Yeah, and he's not a courtesy runner. He's pinch running.
Oh, pinch running. That's
Yep.
right, yeah. That's all right.
Can't courtesy run for the third baseman, so that'll do it for Palmisano's night. The job right now is to get the speedier guy on base to get him around to score.
Well, they could have run for the third baseman when I played anytime they wanted.
Sure. So Oliver on at first base, and Riker Kane becomes the batter.
Number 11, Riker Kane.
Riker has grounded out both times.
He's going to hit this one in right center field, I'm calling.
Runner at first base, 1 out. And from the stretch, Fairking checks on his runner and brings one home to Kane. Hits the outside corner, called strike 1. Kyle Moore waits on deck, trying to keep the line moving, as John Rooney says.
Yep.
Needed to move a couple of times just to get 2 runs across to win. In the dirt, and a nice block by Ott. Kept that one in front of him and kept Oliver at first base.
That was a very nice block.
He's done that a few times today.
Yes, he has.
Riker Kane waits the 1-1. Here it comes. Swing, another chance for the shortstop. He messes that one up too, but he picks up and hands it back to Ethan Smith, covering the bag at second base. And lucky for him, that one didn't shoot off his leg and end up in the outfield. At least he kept that one in front of him, and because of it, there are 2 outs in the inning.
That ball was hit right on the nose.
Sure was.
Number 5, Kyle Moore.
Riker Kane reaches on a fielder's choice. 2 outs in the inning. Collinsville down to their final out, and it's up to Kyle Moore to keep this line moving, and Moore has struck out and walked in this game, so officially 0 for 1. Riker Kane now the runner at first base. He gets his lead. Here's the pitch to Moore. It's outside. Nick Graff waits in the on-deck circle. Well, right now everything's up to Kyle Moore. Actually, Nick Graff does not wait in the on-deck circle. We have a Brennan Jones sighting in the on-deck circle. The pitcher who pitched the last half inning. Snap throw, and that one gets away. And down to second base is going to go Riker Kane.
That away.
Off of a error on the pitcher. Well, 4 errors in this game now by Freeburg, and Collinsville doesn't have a run to show for it.
They're going to get a hit right here, tie it up.
And then we're going to go to extra innings, right?
That's right.
Two outs.
They're giving us every opportunity.
Yes, they are. 1-0 the count to Kyle Moore. A simple base hit should tie this thing up. There's a swing and a miss by Moore, and the count now even at 1-1. Next delivery stays high.
That way. So we got to be disciplined, get a pitch you can handle.
2-1 the count. 2 outs, tying run at second base. Swing and a miss. And the count now even at 2-2, and the Kahawks are down to their final strike. Moore digs in from the right side. Riker Kane has his lead from second. Ferking checks on him and brings it home. Strike 3 called, and that's the way that the game ends on a Kyle Moore strikeout. And a 1-0 final score as Freeburg comes out on top of the Collinsville Kahawks here this afternoon. That brings us into our post-game program, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, there, Mr. Ken Obergfell, what'd you think of your first game watching these Kahawks with a headset on anyway?
It was pretty crisp played. There wasn't a lot of mistakes. I mean, for the first game of the season, I was pretty impressed by both teams, especially the pitching.
Yeah, we had some good pitching here. So if you're the coach, what do you think? What do you say to your team after a tough 1-0 loss like this?
Sometimes it's best to say nothing, but if I'm going to say something, I'm just going to tell them, way to battle. You played hard. We had opportunities, and we just couldn't get that big hit. But that happened. It's baseball.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, hey, thank you very much, sir, for showing up. I certainly do appreciate it. You'll be here Thursday, right?
I will be here Thursday.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Todd.
That is Ken Obergfell, 74 graduate of Collinsville High School and former Kahawk baseball player, as well as World Series champion with the St. Louis Cardinals, 1982 third baseman. We thank him for being here with us today. We take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and when we come back, we'll wrap everything up for you in a nice tight bow before we get out of here. And we'll do that in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Final score, Freeburg wins this one 1-0 on a solo home run by Eli Hill in the 6th inning. And Collinsville had no answer. We did have a scoring change. So, unfortunately, instead of 2 base hits, the triple by Chris Tillman is the only base hit that was counted. The coaching scorebook says they did not give Palmansano a base hit and then taking second on the air. They called it an error the whole way, so have to go with the coach's book. So Collinsville loses this one today by a final score of 1-0. Freeburg one run on 6 hits. They committed 4 errors, Freeburg did, and they left 8 base runners on. Collinsville gets no runs off just the 1 hit. They committed 1 error and left 4 base runners on base. Riker Kane gets the loss. And young Mr. Brueggemann gets the win. Colin Brueggemann gets the win for his team, and that is the way that this one came to a close. We have the day off tomorrow. We are right back here on Wednesday for some more baseball versus Triad. Ken Oberkfell will not be here. That's the day that he coaches his youth team. Chris Keller will be here instead, and then Ken Oberkfell will be back Thursday as we are here again to play Althoff before we switch things over to football on Friday night. So a big thank you to Ken Oberkfell for joining us here on the broadcast. We certainly do appreciate that. And until Wednesday afternoon here against Triad, my name is Todd Duke, and for Ken Oberkfell, everyone have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.